Monkey statue holding binoculars. I know I've seen it before.
I remember now. At Suibin Temple's outer courtyard, on the left side facing the main gate, there's a statue with 3 monkeys. Both the structure and the look of the monkeys are identical to this one.
Suibin Temple?
That's where our sect is based, in the throne quarter. Or, well, in the whole Wi-Fi. I never understood what that statue meant.
So there's one like this at the temple too. Not surprising. Every Yunquai summit base has one. It's a tradition set by the first high preceptor. Anyway, looks like you've already solved one of the statue's puzzles without even realizing it. Congrats.
I wonder what we did to make this monkey show its true form. Is it because we've now fought enough battles?
Not everything's about fighting. Keep thinking that way and you'll become too obsessed. And a puzzle stops being a puzzle once you overexploit.
Junior, do you remember what the other 2 monkeys in the temple courtyard looked like?
Let me think. I remember one wearing headphones, and the other one holding a megaphone.
I see. I hear some sects follow the rule of see no evil, hear no evil. The seeing monkey went back in place without us even noticing. What about hearing and speaking? This is trick. Please excuse me, everyone. I think we might be able to find some useful information in the study here. I'll have a quick look and let you know if I find anything.
Why are they even more into this than we are? He's kind of like my brother, once he decides on...
So the second sword has also turned into sword will and has been retrieved. Only one...
Yeah, we'll be able to know how to suppress the Qingming sword's corruption.
Don't worry, Xiaoguang. We've made it this far together. No matter what lies ahead, I'll face it with you. We're now living through the stories of other sword masters, witnessing the choices they made. I'm sure their courage will inspire us, strengthening us while we walk.
Thank you, Junior. No matter what answer the Qingming sword will give me in the end, I'm ready to face it. For now, let's rest.
So, you wanted to...
Shifu, you're still hiding something, aren't you? From me and from them? Secrets about this...
You're sharp, young one. Looks like I made a mistake letting you poke around this study.
So I was right about it. In that case, I have a favor to ask.
A measure of steel slices the world through. Well, and when exactly do the other two monkeys mean?
There's no rush if you don't know where to start. The weather's nice today. Why not take a short break and play a few rounds of chess with me?
Xiaoguang, what are you up to? Still trying to crack the puzzle of this statue?
You're here, Wise. To move forward, we have to get past the statue first. So I've just begun trying to figure out what it might mean.
Just begun, huh? Does just mean 6 out?
Oh, I thought you agreed not to tell.
Let me help. If the puzzle was really that easy to crack, you folks at Ringquay Summit would have figured out its purpose long ago.
I know what's going on. Everyone, I know how to solve the statue's puzzle now.
Mr. Peregrine, judging from the dark circles under your eyes, did you spend the whole night studying the puzzle?
I just got caught up in the old text and lost track of time until morning. Anyway, back to the point. In a different book, I found text that says, "The heavens shift in pursuit of cause. The earth rumbles in response to effect. All causes." Schiffer once mentioned that you saw changes in the weather before. Is that true?
Yeah. Sometimes I just can't help stopping to watch when the weather changes. For some reason.
I believe that's what it means by
That makes sense. But is there any object that can make the ground rumble?
A bell. Come to think of it, there were bells in the previous two areas as well. They're probably the loudest things around here.
Exactly. I searched every corner of this place. Those two bells fit the description perfectly. If I'm not mistaken, the next step of the puzzle will only be revealed after we ring the bells.
You managed to figure all that out on your own. Interesting. Whether your theories are correct or not, I'll leave it to you to...
Huh? But I was just starting to get somewhere. We've already made so much progress. Forget it. This isn't the time to complain. Let's go check those bells right away. There's still quite a distance to the bell. Let's be extra careful. There could be ethereals along the way. Ride the wind.
Warning. Superior ethereal discovered ahead. This type of ethereal is very active. Excels at
I've never seen distortions like this before.
Expanding faster than ever. Everything's really gonna be destroyed. This one's been marked as a special target. Far more dangerous.
The disaster finally here. I told you, there's no chance of survival without using the Tiger Rain Bell.
Shut your mouth. It's because we refused to use that thing that we've kept our pride and lived as a people till now.
It's all pointless. I'm going to die here anyway. You're not wrong. All those years without using that cursing thing.
My turn. There's still quite a distance to the bell. Let's be extra careful. There could be ethereals along the way. What's happening?
The space around us is changing. I've never seen distortions like this before.
Commander, are we really doing this? After all these years, Big Pod has saved us so many times. I know that. Listen carefully. This peaceful era has no place for someone like him. The swordsmanship is on a completely different level. The higher-ups don't want him to become a problem later on.
Well, and with power to heaven.
You feel it too, right? Just imagine if one day he turns from ally to enemy. It would be terrifying. Even so, just leaving him in the hollow like that, it feels so... You really think someone as strong as him would die so easily? I thought this through. I feel bad too, of course. But if we want to keep our place on the newly built Eridu, we have to follow orders.
sad. Congratulations. You've taken another step forward. This monkey that just appeared is proof of it.
Look! The monkey with the headphones disappeared! To see the growth of other sword masters with my own eyes. To hear that this is the fate of those who wield this sword.
It's so sad. I never could have thought their stories would end up like that. Even after overcoming their inner demons, they still lost everything. One, their companions. The other, their kin.
Yes, fate was cruel to them. But I think, even if they could choose again, they'd still take the same path.
What makes you think that, Chogwang?
I'm just guessing. But to me, a sword wielder's resolve doesn't come from how their story ends. I saw their fear and confusion, and the strength that let them fight through their uncertainties. That was the cause of their resolve. I also heard the echoes from their journey's end. Although their fate strayed far from what they once hoped for, their choices still changed the world in small ways. Cause and effect are never truly equal. If I drew my sword only to chase an outcome, then the sword well burning inside me right now would never be this alive. Their sword will existed only to carry out their convictions and the will of humankind itself. Even if the ending is bitter, a sword swung for one's heart will never be meaningless. And the Qingming sword, it holds the stories of countless swords, the memories of numerous sword masters. Maybe it isn't as cruel or heartless as we thought. The birth and fall of each sword master in Eridu's lengthy history are all merely fleeting moments. It alone bears witness to every shattered fragment, and it alone has the power to forge a world.
An interesting perspective. Then tell me, Ye Shunguang, after witnessing the causes and effects of other sword masters, have you found...
Yes, at first, I came here only to find a way to resist the Qingming sword's corruption, but inheriting it, that's the path I chose. And I don't want even if it all ends with nothing. That's fine. I want to wield this sword for the people of New Eridu. For the countless, I'll wield the collective will of those before me to carry out my own justice and duty. The Qingming sword's wielder was never meant to stand alone. These blazing sword will, that is my sword will. The proof of the heart that guides my blade.
This is the last monkey. Could it be that what you just said was accepted as the answer to the final puzzle?
No, I don't think there ever was a real puzzle or answer. The Qingming sword simply reflected everything it had seen and heard. Maybe all it wanted was a wielder who wouldn't let down all the sword wills from the past. A measure of steel? Prices for 105! Since you've already come this far, allow me to lend a little help. And let me see how much you've grown since the last time, Xiaoguang. Okay, Shifu. Body is one. This cereal. It's the one that gave you such a hard time before. So, do you think you can take it down now? The sword is no longer lost in doubt. I'll use my sword will to cleanse this place of evil. Disciple of Yunquei Summit, keeper of the Qingming sword, Yishengguang, ready for combat. I call this move Buddy Flash Combo. Done. I do that. Where's the ice? My blade cuts down evil. My spirit soars in the sky. Why wasn't the last sword on that ethereal? Does that mean the trial's not over yet? That's something you'll have to figure out yourself. For now, let's see what lies ahead for you. do I owe the pleasure? Good day, Propsy.
The three of you arrived just in time. You didn't interfere with my absorption.
Mr. Peregrine, why would you do something like this? No. Who exactly are you?
Junior, we thought the sword in the third area was tied to a swordmaster called Peregrine. Senior Inu, Senior Fufu, every famed swordmaster we've encountered so far has taken on the face of someone we know. That made us fall into a pattern of assumption. But we've overlooked someone else who also has a familiar face and knows everything about mastering the sword arts, only because she claimed to be a guide of the Qingming sword. Shifu, you're the one we've been searching for in the third area, aren't you?
That's right. You don't seem very surprised. Looks like you have already considered this possibility.
The extra fourth person, the one who intentionally borrowed brother. I had a feeling it was you. Every time we had a real fight and I called you by your full name, you'd cover.
Do you really have to call me out at a time like this, Xiao Guang?
You've always been a powerful sword master. Your body and soul have been the same from the start.
Correct. The real Ye Shuyan is probably wandering somewhere in New Eridu as we speak.
So you've been pretending to have lost your memory this whole time? Since you've taken the sword we were searching for, what are you planning to do now?
No. At first, I couldn't remember anything. I only had a vague feeling that you all looked familiar. But Yunque's summit, the Qingming sword, Shifu, Junior Wise, my only sister, and the curse that binds her. And then there's the truth. That I'm not the real Ye Shuyan, but merely the embodiment of his memories. I was disheartened for a while, but soon I realized that the real Ye Shuyan would never have been allowed to enter this realm. There are some things here that only an echo of memories like me can do.
Things like taking the 3 swords from us.
If gathering the 3 swords is, I'll get straight to the point. Based on my own investigations, I believe the Qingming sword would acknowledge me as well. And if that happens, then the real Yeshuyan in the outside world would take your place as its new wielder.
Replacing Xiaoguang as the Qingming Sword's successor? That's absurd. Besides, you're just Senior Ye's memory. How could something like that even be possible?
He's asked me the same question before. The people in this realm aren't real, but their memories, personalities, and swordsmanship, all of it is identical to their true selves. And though I only know slightly more about the Qingming Sword than you do, so I can't be completely sure.
But he asked you about this before? But as a former wielder of the Qingming Sword, would you really just let him go through with this plan?
Why not? Besides the 3 swords in their trials, the Qingming Sword also chose to recreate your brother here. There must be a reason for that. Just my own thoughts, but I've been watching you two from the start, and this all feels like a regular sibling spat. You should just have a fight, settle it, and no hard feelings after that.
Shifu, please don't add fuel to the fire. I can achieve my goal. Alright, I've explained everything. Xiaoguang, Junior Wise, release the sword will from the other 2 swords, okay?
Brother, we talked so much during the last battle. I thought you understood and accepted my choice. I thought you had embarked on your own path.
That might be true for the real Yeshuyan. But people's obsessions are not so easily deterred. Not to mention that this is your only chance right now. Xiaoguang, I know you can't accept the idea of leaving the Qingming Sword unclaimed. You fear it could bring disaster to the world. But only if I inherit it will it no longer cause disaster, and you won't get hurt. I understand your determination, but I still hope that this is the end that we aim to achieve.
Do you still remember what I told you, brother? From now on, let yourself be happy. You mentioned the future of New Eridu and me, but you didn't say anything about yourself.
Of course I remember. Are you saying that by making this decision, if the real me were to wake up one day and find himself as the new wielder of the Qingming Sword, he might feel uncertain at first?
I'm sorry, brother. I thought I had already fully understood what you were thinking. Maybe after I leave this... Shifu was right. We should just fight, settle it, and have no hard feelings. Silly brother. If you want this sword, then you'll have to take it from me. Just like when you first started practicing.
Hey, enough! Are you seriously going to call me out like that in front of Junior Wise? Do you know how...
It's okay, Senior Ye. I'll just pretend I never heard that.
Forget it. After seeing what you've done here, I already had a feeling what your answer would be. But a once-in-a-lifetime chance to save you from the curse. Shifu, Junior Wise, stand back. She's right. We'll sort this out with our swords, not our words.
You don't have to tell me. I wasn't planning on stepping in anyway. Come on, Wise.
The sword will I just absorbed has restored my strength to its peak. Don't think...
The harder the fight, the clearer you'll see my resolve. Draw your blade, brother! Before setting out, I asked Shifu about our fortune. She said today's gonna go really well.
Come to think of it, it feels like forever since we last fought with our minds intact. Back then, we're still that kid who relied on me for everything.
What's this? You said it yourself. That was a long time ago. I'm not the same little girl anymore, brother. Besides, we already fought once when you were under control, and you lost that one. Checked out evil.
Is that so?
my growing up, my choices, make you uneasy or confused?